Hello, and welcome to another episode of A Few Minutes with Marvin. I inspire those who aspire to make positive changes in their lives. And don't be fooled by the title of this video. It's not clickbait. Um, we are on the eve of destruction, but in a good way. There's a lot of things that are going on in this world that we're not privy to, that we're not aware of, that we're being suppressed, to bring right truths. A lot of people are being called conspiracy theorists, some truthers, call it what you will, but there's a lot of things that in our lifetime we've been exposed to and conditioned to believe as truths that aren't necessarily accurate. They're not wrong, and a lot of times they're not even hiding it. The truth is out there in plain sight. It's just that they're not giving it to you straight, right? And there's many examples of that. But our systems, some of the systems that are in place right now, some of these things that are being projected to us as we're wrong, the division that's being projected out there, the racism and the new things, right? Whether you buy into them or not, it's not about the actual thing. It's about what we're being made to believe is right and wrong, what's true, and the hidden agendas that aren't exactly hidden, but they aren't exactly out in the open either. Those things are going to be coming out in the open. That is the eve of destruction. That's where new truths are going to be brought to light, and things that we're told that are being told to us as truth, and the mainstream narrative contradicts it. Well, begin to learn that those are the real truths, and what the mainstream is projecting to us is actually false, right? And that's where this whole thing is going to start crumbling down. Our economy, as we know it, is going to change. Now, you don't have to take my word for it. There's a lot of places out there that you can find these things. And it's not for me to say, go look here, go look there. You have to find it and see what's true to you, just as I found it and found some of the things that are true for me. So it's time for you to start questioning everything, and I have some videos on here that help support that, and why you should, not for the sake of questioning, right, but for the sake of knowing what's your truth and what's not your truth, and not having to believe what others tell you is the truth anymore just because they say it, right? It's about finding out what's true for you, what makes you tick, what excites you. Are you being called to do something, but you're not confident in that because it's not what other people in your community would call as the right thing to do, right? We've been, these last couple of years have taught us nothing. If they've taught us nothing, they've taught us that we do have to question everything, and we have to stand in what we believe and not really concern ourselves with what other people think. Because there are more people like us that believe what we believe, that want to hear from you and to want to see your talents and how you can help them build their truths and their communities, right? But we can all live together as one, right? Who told us that because you're wrong, you're ostracized? We have to look upon you as the enemy. There's no enemies here. If there are, they're just the people that we think are our friends and that are doing the right thing for us, our elected officials, our people that we hold in high esteem because of their position, and what they've told us. But if you look back deeper into their records and things of that nature, you'll see a different story. But you have to do the work. You have to do put your time in to look these things up. It's time to stop taking things for face value and right now there's things that are happening behind the scenes, and you're going to see a lot more of these things coming to light, right? But not in look, I told you so. No, here are the facts. Facts are going to be coming to fruition. Real facts, not made up stories, not made up phony polls or anything like that. And I'm not making this political. I'm just saying that there have been a lot of things, even some scientific things that we were told are proven as fact that in fact are not. So a lot of what's going to be coming out now is going to be fact, right? Based on the law, the rule of law, and constitutional law at that. We're a republic, we're a constitution. But a lot of the things that have been done lately are not constitutional. And you're going to see our courts are going to start doing their jobs and bringing things to light that we were made to believe were true, that we had to abide by and do, which in fact absolutely were false. That went against our rights as sovereign beings, as free beings. And these things aren't going to come out to say, let's all rally up and go after these people. That's not the point of this. It's to make you see, hey, we can't let this happen again. We have to start questioning everything and standing what you truly believe in, and just go that way, right? If you don't want your children being taught certain things in school, you need to collectively get together and vote these people out of their board seats and stuff, right? Or take your children out of those schools. Because what they don't tell you is that they get paid based on the number of students that are in their schools. So if everybody takes their students out of their schools, these schools don't have the money, the funding, right, from the government. So they may think twice and go, oh, well, we better start listening to the parents who want us to teach certain things to their students, and not this agenda that we've been forced to because we're taking government money. So just little things like that I want you to start being aware of, and start taking the power away from these individuals who aren't serving us for our highest good. This is, in fact, we're moving into more of a spiritual realm than just the political, corporate, debt slavery world that we're in now. That it's no through fault of our own, but we've been manipulated into this through the programmings and the lowering of the frequencies and vibrations, right? So we are on the eve of destruction. We're on the precipice. We're on the edge of that cliff with one foot over the ledge and 1 foot on the back, and those that are no longer serving us for our higher good are going to go off that cliff, right? They're going to be exposed. And those who are working behind the scenes to help everything, to help us rebuild our republic so that we start making our decisions as citizens of the United States, right? Not as, slaves to the corporations, slaves to credit, slaves to debt, slaves to money, slaves to indoctrination, slaves to systems that are not meant to make us better but keep us oppressed, and that only benefit the elite and the few. Now, this isn't about the rich versus the poor either, because there are certain elites out there who are controlling everything, whether you know it or not. They're the puppet masters. And again, I don't want to make this a negative video, but these are things you need to be aware of, right? So you can make conscious decisions going forward for your life, for your family's life, and to live the life that you want to live, instead of being led to believe that you have to do things somebody else's way. It's your way, right? It's your own way, your own unique way. It doesn't have to be the same as anybody else's either. So stand tall, stand brave, right? Stand in your courage and your sovereignty. Figure it out, what is it that you really want, and do it regardless of what the narrative is, right? You're free to do whatever you want. So watch out, right? Things are going to be coming hard and fast at us, And a lot of things are going to be changing in this country, including our economical system, our banking systems. This is what I believe, but putting it out there for you so that it doesn't, you're not caught off guard. Too many people are going to be caught way off guard, right? Because they just followed blindly. And I have a lot of sympathy and compassion for those people. This isn't about, look at, you should have listened. No, listen to yourself. I listen to myself. So this is my truth, and if it resonates with you, I'm honored, right? But go do your research. Look up things like the Jasara and the Sara. Look up the quantum .gov. Things like that. These aren't conspiracies. These are actual truths. So start looking at these things, right? Because when the shit hits the fan, and it will, just make sure that you are aware of both sides, right? And you decide which one is beneficial for you. Doesn't mean that you're wrong, but there's going to be a crashing of certain systems, and the more you're prepared for it, the more you're aware of it, the less impact it's going to have on you negatively, right? Because you got to put the ego aside, and don't allow your ego to say, hey, no, they didn't fool me, because the wool has been pulled over everyone's eyes, right? And don't judge yourself for it, right? Don't be upset with yourself for not seeing it. Just say, oh man, all right, I'm never gonna let that happen again. That's what this is all about. It's time to stop letting these things happen to us instead of for us. Start questioning everybody and everything, right, in our lives. It's not to trust, it's just to be aware and make your decisions based on what you believe is right, not what somebody says or following somebody else's rules, or just blindly following. Those days are over. You have to start critically thinking. Start doing things. Start doing what feels right to you. And that's the only thing that matters. And you can do it as a community. It's not, this is my way or the highway. That doesn't work. It's been proven that it doesn't work. So that my way or the highway is going to go away. The people that are behind it and pushing it and making things happen to keep us in fear and in lack and low vibration, that's all going to stop. So it's going to be time for you to start standing in your truth, standing in your freedom, and standing in your courage. It's going to take a lot of courage, right? But don't beat yourself up about it. There are people out there that can help you. I am one of them. I am a spiritual transformation coach. Here's a link to my website. If you're having troubles, seeing your truth, I can help you bring your truths to light. They're not my truths, they're yours. So please consider liking, sharing, and commenting on this video. I'm truly, truly grateful. And if you're so inclined, please subscribe to my channel. I'm truly grateful. Wishing you all the best. Things are going to look like it's getting worse before it's going to get better. But trust that it will get better, right? But you're going to have to start making some changes in your life. Are you ready? It's time. Have an amazing day.